All right, welcome back to SK Hobbies, AZ and I am Stitch. And on this episode, we've got new RCs for the channel. You want to see them? So we got the FMS Smasher V2. But wait, there's two. You're not going to want to miss this unboxing and first run, so stay tuned. All right, well, welcome back. So yes, we've got two, and as you guys can see right here, we got one of each color. So we got the blue one, which is the original. This is the version 2 of the Smasher. So it's called the FMS Smasher V2. And so this is the blue one. And then we got the red one. Now, it does kind of look pink, but we're going to call it red for now. But this is the newer one. This is the one that they're calling the high roller. So we're going to get them out of the box, and I'm going to unbox one, and we're going to unbox the high roller. And then we'll get the other one out of the box because it's the same, and then we're going to get them up here on the workbench, and we're going to look at it. But first, let's talk about a little bit that's in it. So let me go ahead and get this blue one out of the way, and we're going to look at the box here. So it comes in this nice, awesome, old school graphics, it looks like, box, as you can see right here. And then it says FMS Smasher V2 on that side. And then, of course, on this side tells you the two options that you've got. You got the red one or the high roller, and then you have the original blue looking one over here. So then you go kind of look on this side. That's what that box art looks like. And then spin it around this way. It kind of shows you a little bit of what it looks like there. And then you got a front and a rear view down there in the, right down there in the bottom left corner. So now we're going to look at some of this stuff. It's got the blue truck here. It tells you the dimensions of these two, and we're looking at 227 millimeters from bumper to bumper, center to center. On the wheelbase, you're looking at 139 millimeters, and then it shows you this dimensions of here. So outside to outside. So on this wheelbase here, outside to outside, you're at 156 millimeters, and then center line to center line of the tires, you're at 122 millimeters. All right, so then the features that it comes with, it's showing a 2-speed transmission. It's showing front and rear axle planetary gears. It's got a remote control, portal axles, and metal gears steering servo. Now on the portal axles, this one actually has metal gears. It's been upgraded to the metal gears. So it's got a 4-link suspension, which if it's anything like any of the other FCX24s, it's not really a true 4-link. It's got that Y-link like the SCX24s have, but they're calling it a 4-link. High strength integrated nylon frame. It's got rapid separated car body, which will show you about how that body comes off. The body comes painted, and plated scale details, and then of course the radio's at 2.4 gigahertz radio. Now it does talk about a bunch of optional parts here. So you can get some all-terrain tires, you can get metal drive gears, you can get a metal differential, high-speed motors, you can get metal drive shafts, you can get aluminum link rods, aluminum rims. They got a motor heat sink, aluminum shock absorbers, and brass wheel counterweights that you can get for this bad boy. We're going to run this thing as is, and we're going to see what we do from there for upgrades. But it does show you right there on the box. So let's go ahead and get into the box. So this one is the red, and it looks like it has this, like almost the standard packaging that you would see on the FMS, the nice styrofoam packaging. I guess before we open that up, we'll see it comes with a manual, and then inside and then it has a sticker sheet. which you can see right there, the sticker sheet. They all look like they're pre-cut, so you can get them put on however you want to put them on. And then in the manual, it's got the normal operating guidelines. Talks about the remote, and it also has the dimensions right in here. You can see the dimensions of it. Goes into how to operate it, how to program the ESC, your system functions. It even gives you a layout on how to lay out your stickers for the high roller. And actually that was the regular smasher, and then here is the high roller one, showing you where to put those. It also has the teardown instructions on how to take it all apart. You got several views, as you guys can see right there. The axles, on taking the axles apart. That was the front. You got the rear axles. Let's see if we can get that on camera for you. Transmission, and then it shows the body, and then shows actually a picture of it all separated. So with that being said, let's take a look at it. So you got this, nice styrofoam carry case. You've got, let's see if we can put that in the picture. And then what else is in here is we got a goodie bag and a controller. So let's get this out of the way. It is really cool that when they package it, they put this little foam in here to kind of keep that from getting damaged. But we're going to go ahead and remove those little foam chunks. Just like that. And then definitely some good springs. Got some good movement there. Tires there's no foam in them, but they're really squishy. So let's see what all comes in this bag besides the controller. Now you do got to supply your own batteries for the controller. So I'll have to get some AAA batteries. I believe it is 4 AAA batteries we need. And we'll get some batteries out and get them put in there. All right, so then now you've got a charger for the battery, which we'll look at that once we get in there. You've got O-rings right here that you can turn your shocks into oil-filled shocks. So they give you a whole O-ring kit on how to do that. So we might be doing that. And then you've got the little shims spacers that you can put in to stiffen up your springs. You've got the plastic gears that lock your diffs out. So if you want to try to turn this into a crawler, you've got the gearing to do that. And then you also get the little cross teeth. So getting back to this bad boy, it does come with some protective film, which we'll leave on for right now on the windows so it doesn't get scratched up. Now, in order to get this body off, there are 2 little tabs, and we're going to show you guys. So these little tabs right here on the back, there's one on each side, and then up on the front, you've got the same ones right here. Let's see if we can get that in camera right there. You got to push those in. And so if you do that on the front, kind of pops that up, and then you can do it on the rear. Just like that. And then the body comes off. Now, because this does have lights, it does have, the cable. So we're going to go ahead and disconnect that for right now. And we'll set that body out. It is a nice hard plastic body. You can see right there. It does not have an interior. So maybe we'll see what we can do about that. And then pretty much what's sitting here, if you take these wheels off, And if you put these gears in, it is an FCX24 underneath. We are running, it's 130 turn power dash. It is the RS S130 motor. So it's a 130. So it's a nice big beefy motor in there. And then you've got this kind of rubber band thing here that you just, right there, you can see, you pull that tab off and that holds the battery in. And so this is a 7.4 330 milliamp hour little tiny LiPo. So if we're going to get that bad boy on charge. So we'll leave that out for right now. And then we'll kind of look at what else we got going on in here. So you can see the shocks. So they're nice. Looks like some aluminum on it. It's got some springs on both the front and the rear. It's got their aluminum. The links are plastic. You guys can see right there, they bend a little bit. They are plastic. It's got plastic drive shafts, plastic skid plate. The housings are plastic. Now, the servo that's up here, it does have a servo saver. So this is kind of to help you with, you know, if you get hit, it'll give up, so it doesn't damage your servo. So it has that nice alloyed rims. They're not aluminum, but they're alloyed looking, so they are plastic rims that are on here. And you know, the ESC, the controller, there is, you know, it does have, you know, you hit forward or you pull the trigger, it goes forward, you release, it comes to a complete stop. It's got kind of like a drag brake installed on it, and then you can go into reverse. Now, there are people that have been successful on getting this thing to do the moonwalk, you know, coming forward and then basically releasing and quickly going and getting it to pop up and then driving it in the moonwalk. So there is the selector here that you can press and hold and then get the light to flash, and then you can adjust. So we'll probably go through that, but we're gonna drive it as is, as it comes out of the box first. So with that being said, let's get the other bad boy out. All right, so we got the blue one unboxed and everything. They're identical. The only thing that comes different is, you know, this one comes with the Smasher logos. This one came with the High Roller logos. You can see right there for the High Roller. And then this guy here is the logos for the blue one. So we will eventually get some logos put on them, but we'll do that later. We're gonna get these guys charged up, and we're gonna take them outside and play with them and see how they work. So why don't you guys stay tuned for that one? Ready? And go. Marks, get set, go. On your marks, get set, go. Marks, get set, go. And your marks, get set, go. All right, so these things performed awesome. I had my my son driving the blue one. My wife was driving the red one. Now the red on this kind of looks a little on the pinkish side, but we're still calling that it red. I did leave all of the let's see, we'll pull this guy off right here. I left all of this stuff on there for now. When we were testing it, I still haven't put any stickers on it. Only because I'm not really a fan of red, so we're gonna change the color of this. So be looking forward for that video coming here soon. My son decorated them and put little American flags right there on the. They're just kind of setting on the side right here, but looks kind of cool, right? So yeah, we played for him probably 35 minutes, maybe almost 40 minutes of playtime. And those little batteries pack a punch, and they were awesome. We did a little bit of trying the little moonwalking off camera. We're gonna practice that, and you'll get some video here soon on these bad boys running, doing the moonwalk. And we're gonna build a little track in our backyard for them. They're amazing. I love them just the way they are. Even in the backyard, I think it has plenty of power, as you guys saw in the little race that I did on them. And that was just my wife and my son racing around the rocks, coming back and trying to hit the ramp. Not all the time did they hit the ramp. There was a couple of them, and they went off of the side because they're a little squirrely when you come around that corner, trying to get used to steering them, because we normally don't play with little bashers this. They get in that crawler mindset when they're at this size. But these things are awesome. I do recommend them. Pick them up. I'm going to put a link down in the description where you can pick them up. You're going to want one. So these are the FMS Smasher V2s. They're amazing. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. I'm Stitch, SK Hobbies AZ, and I'm out.